Well, hello everybody. I got a fly rod with me today, but that's not the main reason why I'm out here. Current situation is we're going to do a little bit of a investigation on what kind of insects or kind of hatch, I should say, is abundant in these areas. So I got with me today is a nice sienne, homemade. Let's see if I can pull it out of my pocket. A homemade sienne, so that way we can filter through the water and try to find out what's coming out and doing stuff. Currently I'm being attacked by a bunch of little like size 22, 24 looking like no-see-ums. So we're gonna go ahead and get down here in the water, and I'll show you some areas that I would look at in order to kind of use your sienne to determine what the fish are feeding on. So in an area like you see here closest to us, where it's just kind of rocky and a little bit washed out, there won't be any fish in this area, but the bugs that are in this area will be washing out to the lower holdings, where the fish will be holding down there waiting for the food to come by, or insects. Also over here in the center there will be fish holding there, because there's a large flat in front of that with a lot of moss and growth, and that's what is key for a lot of these things, is it has to be structure, good flow of water, and food. That's the main thing with all of them, bugs and fish. So when you look at the fish are holding in areas where there's shelter for them. There's also some form of food that's coming by, and also the water is the kind that they want, whether it be calm or faster moving water. Well, with these bugs, they want to be up underneath rocks trying to hide, but they also want to be in the oxygenated current where there's a lot of other things floating by, or algae kind of growing on the bottom of things that they can feed on, because a lot of them feed on detritus, which is just like rotting organic matter in the water. So let's go ahead and get down here, and we'll do a couple different samples in this area and see what we can find. So what this sienne that I made is, it's just a couple of window screen frames, chunks with just a piece of window screen in the middle. Pretty simple. I wrapped it around the outside edges on them, so it's kind of got like a nice grip with the screen. And we're going to go out here and we're going to hold it downstream of where we're going to be moving our feet around, and see if we can find something. This area that's disturbed here, I would say it's probably from ducks over here eating the algae that's down there, and whatever's in there gets disturbed and makes its way on down river to where fish are holding. So let's go ahead and take our foot and rub it through that area, let it hold for a second, and then we'll bring our screen on out of there, and let's see if we got anything. Oh yeah, there's a couple little guys. I got these little containers here, and also a pair of tweezers to collect. Where did you go, you little buddy? So tiny. Little caddis larva. Some kind of... Hey, little bird. Lots of tiny stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little water in this container real quick in each one of these to keep them lubricated. Look at that one. That one just really wriggling. That must be a swimmer. He's just wriggling all over the place in there. Okay, now that we've got water in there, close up the lid and let's set whatever else is on this free. Here, we'll put it back in the water, opposite direction. Rinse it off. We'll take a look at it, make sure there ain't nothing else hung up. All right. Now for my second little sampling location is gonna be right over here by these rocks. I'm just gonna stab this down into the dirt down there. I'm gonna hold one side of it with my foot or my knee, and I'm just gonna shuffle a lot of these rocks around here in front of it, trying to free up whatever might be underneath there, kind of direct it into the net. Oh yeah, we got a good assortment coming here, it looks like, of material, that is. Oh yeah, there's a few larger little friends in there. They don't look too big, but I'll tell you what, my knee is freezing. Not knee, but my hands are freezing. Oh yeah. It's like we got a whole thing of life here going on. Little guys crawling all about. That's a huge one there. I don't know what that is. Looks like some kind of shrimp, maybe. There's another one of our little worm friends. There seems to be a lot of the caddis looking, not caddis, but kind of stonefly looking friends. Oh yeah, we're having tons of fun here today, aren't we? I'm looking real hard. There's all kinds of little fellers moving around, but I don't think we need 20 to get a good look at one. All about the same. Only a few that are different. That's how you clean one off. Probably got the lens all wet. Alright, so now that we've made a good observation of what's in the net from being out there, let's go ahead and roll a few of these larger rocks over pretty quick and then bring them over here to look at and see what we have clinging to rocks. A lot of the same friends, except for this one. Seems to be a little different. There's also some slug looking friends in there too. Are you a friend? You're a root. These slug looking friends here, I don't know what they are. That might be a tiny little leech, maybe. Let's go ahead and drop one in there just because they're in there. Okay, we need a bigger rock to flip. My hands are freezing, by the way, everybody. Oh, that reminds me. I'm prepared for this situation. Let's see. We got our thermometer here. And it looks like we're 65 degrees. I think that's my body temperature. Oh, I don't know where. Just to stab this over here. Let's just let it hang out here for a while. Looks like the water's falling pretty fast, temperature-wise. We got a pretty good flow though happening. Really good clarity. I do see some strange stuff down here on that rock. And I don't know what it is. Looks like 42 or 43 degree water. I'm gonna pick up this little rock and see what this stuff is on it, if it stays to it. I don't know what it is. Huh, strange. And then there's also this thing. I don't know what it is. Oh, look. Another one of these vapes. Just what we want in the river. Bunch of vapes. Alright, let's flip this rock before my hands get any colder. Ready, and go! Looking. Even looking in the water down there. I should have put the net out behind it or something. Strange rock. Quick now, grab that net. Ugh. All right, we even got a better mix this time. Look, here we have a tiny little crayfish. Look at that, buddy. He's not the only one. There's another one right here with him. Oh, there's another one. There's three. They're like 3 different sizes of crayfish here. They don't seem to be too super active right now, but they're definitely crayfish. Let's just lump them over here. Grab my tweezers and let's pick up this thing. I don't know what it is. It looks like a husk of something. I think I may have picked up a silverfish there somewhere. Ooh, look at that, buddy. Big old bug. Those two are having a conversation. Kind of like a millipede looking buddy. Everybody else looks the same. That's enough of that. So, in this corner we have all of our little swimmer friends. I'll show you some photos of them. They're pretty neat with their little brushy tails. I do believe there's 2 different kinds because they don't seem to like one another very much. Or it might be male and female or whatever. Then we have our walker friend over here, clinger style. Long legs, better for walking and moving up here in this top bin. Along with a bunch of tiny little, I guess they're kind of like a swimmer, but not really a swimmer. They have the gilled tails. And then down here in this front corner, we have all of our little wormy friends that are all about the same. They look like a kind of a millipede design. Put the photos in. But yeah, this little dude up here, he's pretty active. And they all seem pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, can't forget our little leech bud right there that's trying to creep away. He's really tiny. I don't even understand about that. Must be just a leech larva. Well, anyways, I'm gonna put these back in the water, and I'm gonna tie on some stuff on my rod. We'll see if we can match the hatch on at least one fish, and see if I can make a video out of me trying to show you guys how to match the hatch in your own local home waters. Later, little friends. You guys all have a good time down there. You too, little stick friend. Oh, let's get that plastic. Okay, so now that we've bothered bugs, let's go bother some fish. Okay, so what I have tied on is a size 20 CDC, kind of like a trico pattern, but with no tails. And then down below, we have a straight up natural pheasant tail, just using copper wire. And it's got a little peacock under on the hurl up in the front. But yeah, that's pretty much it on our White River rod here. Okay, so the run that I sampled earlier, or the lead to the run, it's right up there. And here's kind of the later part, kind of middle part, I should say, straight in front of me of that same run. And I have that dry fly and that tiny little size like 18 went for the dry fly. And a strange occurrence. Wasn't planning that. There's fish. Woo! I did not bring a net with me. I should have. Come here, little buddy. That is a beautiful little rainbow trout. Super pretty. Wow. Later, little friend. Okay, matching the hatch. There's one fish in. I've just about missed a fish on every cast so far. I really like going for that dry fly. Those little ones did. It's way out there, in case anybody can't see it. Almost over by the bank. About mid-span in that run. There's fish. That's a good one. Look at that beauty. What a beautiful little rainbow there. Later, friend. There's fish. That's a good fish there. Really good fish. I'll take that. We won't need to take it on the reel though. It'll give it here in a second. Come here, buddy. Oh, sorry about hitting the camera there, folks. Come here, little buddy. Look at that. On that zebra, not zebra, but little pheasant tail. What a beautiful cut bow there. What a beautiful fish. Later, friend. Okay. On guard, everybody, on guard. Those fish will hit whenever you don't expect it, so you got to be on your guard. There's fish on the dry fly, I guess. Seems pretty feisty. No, pheasant tail. We'll let it run its course. Come here, little friend. Oh, beautiful little rainbow trout there. Later, friend. Thanks for taking that pheasant tail. Okay, well, that's it for today. As you can see, I matched the hatch. Well, sorta. I used exactly the kind of colors, but at the same time I didn't have the right size, so I was a little bit bigger than what I found. But either way, the fish still took it, and I got quite a few today. It was kind of exciting and fun to get out and catch some fish without having fished this river in quite a while. Like, it's been, I don't know, the last video that I put out was definitely 3 weeks before I left to go to Christmas. So here we are brand new year in the middle of the week on it. So it's been about a month since I fished this river, and came right down and had luck. Can't believe it. So thank you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I hope you find part of this video useful or educating. See you on the next one.